probably taking the first map. Inferno will be a bit of a difficult one, I feel like. I'm not sure how to weigh it up. If it's going to go TIKITAKAN's way, it will go 2-0. But if it's going to go HONORIS' way, it will definitely be a 2-1. You know, I don't see them being able to win out Dust 2. So let's see how well they'll hold their own here. HONORIS off on the CT start of things. It's TIKITAKAN that had such a dominant T side yesterday on this one. So let's see if they can replicate the results against the HONORIS camp. We're going to see the pistol round between these two sides, Dwayne. And how important would the pistol be for the sake of the momentum here?
Look, I don't think it really matters, because the thing is for TIKITAKAN is that for most teams, if they win knife, they're like, oh yeah, start on CT, get a good scoreline. But TIKITAKAN are like a very heavy T-sided team, so I don't think it's really going to make too much of a difference in terms of momentum or anything like that. But let's have a look at the odds over at LootBet. You know, slight favourites coming out for TIKITAKAN on their own map, Pick Mirage. Not a massive amount, but if you do want to get involved in those odds, you can check out our fantastic betting partners of LootBet down underneath the Twitch channel. 10 free CSGO spins and up to a bonus 100 euros on your deposit. Jay, you've got to think for HONORIS, they need to pull something out crazy, and I'm looking at Stomp to be that man.
Let's see if he will stomp all over the T side as we get to the pistols here. TIKITAKAN fasting towards the mid control as if you were expecting anything less. Split in from Palace into the A bomb site, challenging into the sniper's nest. Neo gets one frag. Ivan takes him down. Well, Stomp, I should say, going to get taken down. Neo still there towards short. Ryko drops that bomb outside of Palace, challenging onto Jaw. Nice simple frag coming through for him. Dink back by the player top of the stairs, though. 4-on-2 situation. And there should be a bomb plant to be secured here, assuming they can cross out to the default position. So CT's out here on the backstab coming through from the T side line. Taps up from Kyrie, challenging Neo. He's got to stay alive. And Ivan makes 1 kill work, 2 kills work. Kyrie gets the player a connector. Ivan with 3 so far. Ryko solo HP, challenging Kyrie all the same. Turns around here, Ivan gets that frag. But Kyrie gets 2. And TIKITAKAN overwhelmed, get the pistol.
Oh my goodness, that was a 4-2 advantage coming out from HONORIS, and TIKITAKAN bring that back. The synchronization between the player onto the side and Ivan in the back line, trying to flank in through CT. So much work being done. And well, HONORIS are not able to start things off on the best of starts. They're going to force back and at least bring something to the table. They've got a Fammer up for Ryko and a Scout out for Stomp. Upgraded pistols for the rest of them. And straight away, the T side, they're not really interested too much in building up the money. They want to get those AKs and those Galils out.
Has been a bit of a common factor in the last couple of weeks, I think. You know, just not really looking to farm up cash. Just say, look, they're up against Force Buy. Let's also force the issue. Nice nade, going to go a bit too far out position here for Palm. 84 HP, burst up against Neo, 35 to his board. Smokes on out to the connector area for Kyrie. Out towards underpass in the mid control. A bit more slower from HONORIS this time.
And taking their time. And connector control being established coming out from a TIKITAKAN and trying to see if they can split their way into the A bomb site. Very similar setup as what we saw from them in the pistol round.
Tag up from Stomp. It's only 2 players for a lot of damage. They're going to combine, wreck everybody, it seems. Ivan left alone, and they all get bottlenecked in connector. The damage being done. And from here, it looks like HONORIS are going to turn around back to evens.
Wow, what a round coming out from HONORIS. So much damage coming through, and it just comes off the back of the Scout being able to find a couple of tags from Stomp. And we see Ryko on the site with that Fammer being able to farm up the low HP players. Great kills from Stomp as well. So he gets 2 tags, 2 kills, damage onto 4 players. Oh, what a round coming out from HONORIS. A TIKITAKAN in the early stages of Mirage, not looking as individually sharp as we can expect from them in the past. So maybe it's just going to take them a little bit of time until they start get going.
2 players crossed out. Ryko gets Ivan, burst through, doing damage to Kyrie. 4 HP out towards mid. Nades coming up as well to do damage to the TIKITAKAN. Long enough, of course, on this Force Buy round. They haven't got much firepower to work with. Galil set to the crossfire here. Shushan and Juro take chase here. Good flash in to try and blow off the CT players, and there you go. Neo well placed to allow Prism to face. And a 5-on-2 situation, but not too much that you could have expected out of the T side in this round.
And Palm, last one left. Good cleanup coming out from HONORIS. Not a single point of damage has been done to this CT side. Palm with a little bit of an off angle, trying to get on top of the lamp to have a bit of an elevated view. But there should be a second round on the board for the HONORIS side, dealing with the players of the T side relatively easily, and it all just came down to a lot of flashes on peaks. Very good stuff coming out for the Polish camp.
$40 seconds to the hit. And Palm checking out corner. Neo jump facing. Dean here, Deagle doing damage, but just can't seem to find the frags, so. There you go, HONORIS early lead taken, TIKITAKAN unable to work with the pistol momentum here. I guess you were right, so. Eco coming through from the T's, of course, with that full force buy. The M4s, the Galil, the FAMAS also coming out for the CT cap. See the full rifles coming in. Again, no expense spared for the SMGs. So, TIKITAKAN, flashbang in, looking to be probably just a waterfall out of the palace area, just get themselves into a bomb plant position. Bolster the buy for round 5.
Bomb plan at most. Ryko going to get blind down towards CT. They're going to try and waterfall and get that bomb through, but it doesn't look like they're going to be successful in doing so. Another good cleanup coming out for the HONORIS camp. And no one goes down, building up their own money on the CT side. Now, when does the AWP come out from Stomp? Probably not in this round, because they'll have to throw away one of these rifles, which really isn't necessary. And no AWP money for the... Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could do at the same time. No AWP for the T side. There's no money for it yet. And they really... a team that runs like double AWPs on T side, so expect TIKITAKAN to get some AWPs out soon enough.
Here they are, Jur towards the outside, into the mid position alongside Kyrie downstairs in the underpass area. Again, TIKITAKAN going for this default play from the mid position. And Storm will get forced out Sniper's Nest initially here. Nade on towards Kyrie's position is only going to do so much damage. He's made his way past that underpass entrance, so only little bits done to start things off for the CT camp.
A little bit slower this time around, coming out for TIKITAKAN. Full mid control established, forcing the CTs back further. Really taking their time, trying to see if they can make their way up through connector, a strat, but at least an element for TIKITAKAN, which they try and bring out pretty much on all of these T-side defaults, is gaining that connector control.
Stomp going to gain the mid control, meanwhile take out Shushan, drop that bomb. Kyrie will take out Stomp next to a 4-on-4. Taz right behind the smokes as it starts to clear. Will he gain an angle? Kyrie's going to gain the info on the man. Did he not see the shoulder? Small pixels, takes that face, and the spray is completely whiffed out. TIKITAKAN unable to find the kills that they need to open up these rounds. They will start leaning in towards the B bomb site. Taps up from Jur, will cut off one from short now. They've got Prism in the back of the site. A Galil up against the 3 AKs. They've got Taz rotating in quick. He is low on HP though. Burst up, looking for the man at the back side. Taz gets Jur for one good frag. AK spray from Ivan gets him right back. Taz still standing 2-on-2. Palms on 6 HP. They need to get this frag eventually. Back at Brucey's spot. Ego's falling. FAMAS left alone for Ryko. Takes face, takes him down. Nades up, spray through from Ivan. That's the third pick of his round. TIKITAKAN questioning how that works because they get 2 on the T-side board.
Big clutch coming out from Ivan, and TIKITAKAN certainly not finding this easy at the moment on the T side, not gathering that momentum that we've seen from them in the past. A slow mid control coming out. One thing that they've certainly got to keep an eye out for is some overextensions and some swings. We saw as soon as that window smoke was starting to dissipate, we saw Stomp swinging out to find that bomb and find that opening kill. Look like they're just going to set themselves up for an A-piece now. And, well, the CTs are taking mid control, so there's only a single player at A.
TIKITAKAN taking quite a lot of damage. AWP missing its first shot here for Stomp. And Adon will do a bit more damage back to Shushan, but the set smokes, of course, will blind off the CT players. Out in the open is Taz. He gets 2 picks, 3 picks out for this position. Jur and Palm do chime back. Bomb plant needs to be secured out here over and past the danger box. Open for connector. Unfortunately, the CTs are contesting from the short position, so Palm and Mac 10 of Jur Has a crossfire open up enough here. Tapsard gets the headshots, gets the spray, gets the kill with the Molotov getting the frag on Stomp. And suddenly Neo is last man left. TIKITAKAN, a 5-on-2 situation, could take out all 5 players here with AKs, Molotovs, and MAC-10s. Jury waiting back behind Firebox. Neo making noise, takes face, takes palm, looking for Jure. One-on-one situation. Spray goes well. He did have time for this though. It's on the defuse kit. He doesn't. They've held off for long enough. TIKITAKAN will equalize.
Oh, I tell you what, these rounds are really coming down to the wire, and even with a round victory for the T side, TIKITAKAN have not been able to build up this economy whatsoever. 2 one-on-ones now being clutched, and one thing that we've certainly seen in the past of when they were in the group stage, Jay, is how often TIKITAKAN clutch. The fact that they're able to hold on to that 2-on-3 post plant, individual aim coming out, and for Neo, just there's no time.
Great time stalling here for the TIKITAKAN side. Upset. Oh, what a pick from Palm. Taz down. AWP is Stomp trying to respond to something back here in underpass. Nothing going to be allowed here. Smoke down towards Sniper's Nest as the aggression starts coming in. Prison. Nades through. Tagging Shushan quite low here. 26 HP. Be a pretty easy kill for HONORIS to find, but TIKITAKAN once again going passive off the back of their opener.
And they look like they want to try and commit to this B bomb site. If they've got a molly in this corner, they can force Prism out into the open, unless they want to slow walk it instead. Iban's going to be the first man of contact, and he's the one with the bomb.
That's concerning. Flash is over. AWP missing its shot. They're not going to check this corner. He's going to drop Jur. Kyrie's going to fall. Neo gets up 2. And TIKITAKAN did not make full use of their utility there. Falling the pieces out the apartments, bottlenecked in by Neo and Prism. 4-3 on that board. HONORIS going to take the lead. And you yourself can take the lead in terms of your inventory value. Use codes MultiV and MultiV15 over on Hellcase.com for some free money and free 15% refill bonuses to get yourself some sick skins, open up some sick cases. Eco round coming in from TIKITAKAN, so there's nothing sick about round 8. HONORIS should clean this up pretty easy.
You should think so. Fast out towards mid. They know the AWPer is going to be here from Stomp, playing around this angle quite a fair bit. And just, you know, angles not being checked from the TIKITAKAN side. That was a great last round for HONORIS. The slow walk up through connector. They're going to hear Taz backing off.
It's a 1-for-1 trade here. The Deagle managing to get that pick at least. Ivan, he wins that fight. Neo takes Palm back at least. The damage comes through against the T-side favor. Neo is also tagged up pretty heavily though, so this could still be workable here for TIKITAKAN. But as they face in with no flashes, Raiko can get an easy kill on Jur, facing against the AWP of Ivan, who still gets a kill. 2-on-2, the bomb can get planted from here.
Iban's got to come up really clutch here, and he's actually starting to aggress in towards CT. This is going to be a tough shot to hit onto Prism. Oh, the jiggle peek even comes up. That is a quick shot to hit from Iban, and Neo, a 1-on-2 clutch. Now, he does have a kit in play, and he's on the back line. No one's checking this position at the moment.
Looking in for Neo, 17 HP. Iban's going to be so easy to find, but his Shushan is the issue. He's got to check dark. He doesn't. That's a kill. That's a frag. That's an easy TIKITAKAN round. And a force buy that works well for them. That's going to shut down the economy of the CT basis. HONORIS could force buy, but they're thinking about it here.
Oh my goodness, that orb shot from Iban. And that's what's so insane about this lineup, is that we haven't even seen the orb on the back of Shushan yet, who's probably picked it up the most in the group stage. It's been Palm orping T side. Iban then picks it up off after his teammate, and he's like, yeah, no, I've got this. I can do this. I mean, even to aggress in CT being that low, again, they just made some plays that theoretically don't make sense, but they make it work. And now HONORIS taking a tactical pause, saying, right, we were in a really good position. We were keeping the economy low. This round here was fantastic, but the follow-up wasn't on the force buy when it was just pistols.
Weird. I think TIKITAKAN, excuse me, they're getting a bit tunnel vision when it comes to their just forcing fights.
Yeah.
And they can do that so easily. You saw it with the Deagles and how they played towards that mid position. And Ivan, of course, with the AWP play. With the rifles, when they had utility, they didn't use it all to their fullest extent. So something to think about when it comes to the long-term game here for TIKITAKAN. As I thought, they wouldn't be so easy to, overwhelm the likes of HONORIS in the past. Eco out for the CT camp, and Palm's got the AWP locked on with the first kill against Taz. Flash over against Stomp. Is he going to reface this one? He will. Looking towards jungle connector though. CT out, the Stomp gets that pick back. Raiko is low. AWP has been recovered. Ivan gets that kill back. The Stomp's going to get forced away as Neo gets overwhelmed. 2-on-4. Stomp going to burn quite heavily here in the Palace area.
Quick sight execution. They know where that AWP is from Stomp. They'll probably try and take him down so he can't recover it. He's on 6 HP, and now it's a 1-on-2. These rounds are getting so damn close. TIKITAKAN, they're finding some nice entries, and they're holding on to the post plant, but they've never really been able to build up their economy.
I have a feeling the economy game may become a contentious point over the course of this matchup, just based off how TIKITAKAN are holding this one. That was an eco round for HONORIS. They still got 3 players, and they might get a free AWP. Yeah, they're not going to challenge him towards Ram, so they will get a free AWP. TIKITAKAN will get a lead at least. But now the fall buy from HONORIS should be able to counter it in the hole, and I think that the buyout from TIKITAKAN might have to take some reservations here and there. 4K on most everybody. They might have to drop some weapons for Kyrie. The rifles could come out no problem for HONORIS.
So far, it's been Raiko and Taz to be able to, I suppose, lead the fragging on the HONORIS side. It's good to see that Taz is getting involved. AKs across the board for TIKITAKAN. Back to the set piece at this A-bomb site once again. Certainly their mid control is not as successful as we saw from them in the group stage. So they're just thinking, maybe if we just keep Xing, then that's probably our best bet at the moment.
Yes, that smoke's on towards the A-bomb site coming through once again. Raiko's going to try a guess from Dark. Stomp out CT. They know that that AWP plays there, so they're going to wait for the flashbang to come over. Smokes up. Does not take a blind shot on Park. Got right out in the open though. He gets 1 kill. Kyrie can try and right back to a 4-on-4. Stomp backing up out of stairs. Gapping out smoke and he uses it. He can. He sees the man. He misses the AWP shot. He can't connect it. The bomb plant goes down. Stomp. How do you miss that?
Oh, that was such an edge on that smoke, and it looked like that should have been an easy kill from Stomp and into the 4-on-4. HONORIS taking their time at the moment. They don't have a kit, Jay. They need to get a move on in this retake. They've got hardly any utility.
Got no flashes to enter either. Smokes down to cut off some general choke points, but they're all aggressed very heavily into the bomb site. Flash over from the T side will just suppress. They'll keep them away. I think this might just be a save call from the CT camp. They're getting passive once again. Zana Exter once more. Sure takes a frag. Kyrie gets another kill. Neo on site. Dealt with Stomp in the backline. He's got to run away. He will get 2 kills. Again, keep the economy low for the T side camp, but lose another round for HONORIS.
Oh, the AWP. Oh, it just gets taken down.
No.
That's big. That's a really big kill from Ivan. And we might have a bit of a technical pause here, Jay, because we saw a 1-player DC. It was a player that went down, so it wasn't as if it was a player alive that disconnected for that T side. No, they're going to take a tactical instead. Now Shashab wants to pick up the AWP. Oh, come on, double AWPs. Let's see it. Kanjo, I know you want to go for it.
Mate, it's like the TIKITAKAN trademark strat. Double AWP T side. Did it on Dust too. I think they did it on Mirage yesterday at one point.
Yeah,
as well.
they did. Yeah. They ran it quite a lot. I think they ran it like 3 or 4 times on against Simon on this map yesterday. The thing is, though, is with their economy low, it's such an expense. That's the big problem at the moment, is that even though they're 6-4 up, the rounds that they're winning, they're saving with like 2 players, 1 player, 3 players. It's not like they're winning rounds with 4 or 5 players staying alive.
And again, the economy is going to be such a contentious point as time goes on throughout this one. So, you know, as long as HONORIS can keep that limited, you can imagine 1 good rifle round could break the entire back of the TIKITAKAN economy base. So it's a very much a long corner right now from HONORIS with what they're doing in terms of getting the exits. But obviously they need to get some rounds on the board soon. TIKITAKAN up by 2. It's not a massive margin. But even then, the CTs are making heavy sacrifices, losing some big guns. Like obviously in that last round, they had to lose the AWP. So TIKITAKAN having tech issues, but still having a decent presence over this map up. Let's just see if we can get that last player connected and stabilized. It seems that he having some issues on Palm's part. So once we get him sorted, we should be in a good spot.
And hopefully so. Hopefully it won't take too much longer. And for HONORIS, they've been able to show up a pretty good showing so far. 4 rounds up on CTs, not a bad start. We saw a good streak of rounds where it was, what, 3 in a row after they lost pistol and then won that force buy. And it's made the economy game, literally from that second round, really awkward considering how close these rounds have been. Stomp in particular hitting some great shots with that AWP. A lot of them have been sort of him retreating though, rather than impactful kills in the mid round or the early round. Could have been so close to denying that bomb too, on that edge of the smoke.
You must imagine that if that AWP shot had connected from Stomp, what the difference in that round could have been there for HONORIS.
For sure.
Because that even standing that 4-on-4 kept them suppressed from the bomb site. They weren't going to push in from connector from there. So options could have been opened up with that AWP kill. I don't know why Stomp missed it. I'm not sure if it was an accuracy. It looked like it was on from me. So, you know, I'm not sure what whiff there, but either way, it's going to cost HONORIS that round, and they'll be down to eco once again for round 11.
TIKITAKAN, this is the chance to win out a round with 4 or 5 players staying alive. Get a little bit of self-confidence at the moment. It certainly seems like the aim is now starting to show up in these last few rounds. It was a little bit scary towards the opening stance of this map, but it seems like they've started to come alive. A mid control being taken. AWP this time around on Shushan rather than Palm. And just an A stack coming out for the CT side. Nothing to be.
They push buttons now, they get a simple bomb plant, nice and easy. Sure, with the AK, start leading up the connector area. Ryko there in the corner. He gets Neo to open things up. With the player out Palace, Ryko could swing and take him down as his attention is drawn away. So that could be a nice fight to gain an AK for. Ivan pressured out, 3-on-3. Again, HONORIS doing damage, but surely they should have a read on where the majority of the CTs are now. They can push the bomb into the bomb site, but they're losing rifles left, right, and center.
Yeah, a lot of peaks that weren't really needed there for TIKITAKAN. They could have just committed straight over to B, and already they were starting to see the rotations coming out. Taz is going to get taken down by the AWP, so into the 2-on-2, but the CTs have picked up a couple of AKs.
Retake could be on. Again, no kit, no Kevlar, no utility, except for Riker has 1 piece of Kevlar. The bomb plant will be secured here. In for contact, seeing the player with utility at the right moment, tries to take a fight and misses out his shot to the connection. Stomp also out here in the market area, will take face, see that man. Kyrie's going to get away unscathed though, and for the most part he's just doing a great job of holding them away from market. Right to space that corner, good swing, good kill. Stomp there out with a good frag back, 1-on-1 situation. Shushan with the AWP, trades back his second. But 4 players falling for TIKITAKAN into an eco. Like, think about that for a second here. Like, HONORIS, even though these rounds are falling away from them, HONORIS are keeping it as close as possible.
Yeah, they really are, and it can kind of work both ways. You can kind of say for TIKITAKAN they need to pick up their game, but for HONORIS, they can kind of be like, man, we're getting so close to winning out these rounds. We're just not getting that extra hurdle through. I mean, I said that maybe 4 or 5 players should stay alive. It came into a 1-on-1 again. So many clutches coming out from TIKITAKAN into the rifle round. AWP look to try and find an opener, but instead, HONORIS are going to try and take this ramp control.
Ryko here, aggressing against Palm, hoping to catch someone at the edge of the smoke. Are you going to see anything past the smoke clearing? This is all going to come to timing and crosshair placement. Taz going to get that quick kill. Knowing there's 2 that swung out, though, is information for TIKITAKAN. How are they going to utilize it? Looks like mid-control slow again from the T side.
No, they need to deal with this AWP. They need to flash in towards connector or smoke it off, and that's exactly what they're going to do. And take this short split into the B bomb site. They're only going to have to deal with 1 player directly on the site, but a 2nd player of Neo in market.
Swings out in the end, takes a fight, loses it. Both players go down. In a 4-on-3 situation, the CTs are so far away from the retake positions. They will hope for an angle here in the AWP in particular. But HONORIS is very passive. It looks like they're looking for exits from here. I think they're throwing the round down. Yeah, they're getting out of here.
And I'm getting worried now because even though these rounds are close, Jay, we're now looking at an 8-4 scoreline for TIKITAKAN, really starting to show up on T side. Getting a massive amount of rounds in a row now. It's 5 in a row. Looking very, very dominant. Okay, here we go. TIKITAKAN showing us the goods on their own map pick of Mirage. And for HONORIS, no kits, a very little amount of utility and a man disadvantage. They don't even want to retake beat, holding on to these weapons, bring it into the next round. A couple of players can drop over some M4s to get a full buy going forward. I wonder if Jaw hauls onto this AWP. Okay, no, he wants to pass it back over to Shushan. No, Kari's going to pick it. He's got the fastest spawn up through mid, so this is going to be an instant mid pick coming out, or at least an attempt.
Gonna pass that back to Shushan as soon as he possibly can. Face in, sees one player, but Shushan got in the way. Still gets the picks going back and forth, 2 for 1, all in CT favor. And Taz aggressing down mid. They couldn't deal with that little bit of aggression. And Palm gets stomped back. 2 trades coming through. Awkward spray from Joe, wins the man advantage back for the T side. 1 on 2 for Prism. They have the A site. They don't have the bomb though. He's going to force forward, top of danger. Box Palm's going to get that connection for a 3K. And TIKITAKAN. Wow, that round got ropey for the T side, but they somehow managed to come out on top.
Like, what is Palm doing? Why is he on top of triple? Like, that's the thing with TIKITAKAN, is that they just make some plays that you would never expect. The fact that these 2 players of Jaw and Palm can bring that round back, and unfortunately for Kyrie, I mean, maybe they might say, all right, mate, don't pick up the AWP again, because he missed a couple of shorts out from mid, and as soon as he misses those shorts, HONORIS were able to capitalize on a couple of opening picks.
Three players out to the A-bomb site. Defense on the city camp. Set smokes coming in very early here. There's a smoke down from Ram to try to stop them from coming out. Molotov to force it. White coming his way forward. Just no idea. Shushan can get the trade back. So even standing once again. Taz held back with the M4. Looking on towards Ramp at the edge of that smoke. Molotovs are coming out. Kyrie's going to reveal his position as a split can come in from the connector area, but that man is siphoned off on the bomb site. Nades on. Palm being checked by Prism. Good face from him and Taz. Did open up a bit of a gap for a moment, but TIKITAKAN so suppressed at this moment here.
They've got like no utility. They've got a couple of flashes. There's going to be some really dry peaks coming out from TIKITAKAN, slowing it right down. And that bomb already being seen. They know exactly where Ivan is and already taking him quite low. 11 points of health.
Heart set on the A side, no chance to rotate now, and Taz and Neo line him up, Stomp gets that kill on Kyrie. Team ace there for HONORIS, and TIKITAKAN, man, like, this slow play, like, it is a bit hit and miss from them. Like, when we saw them yesterday, they were just rushing sites and just going so quick.
Yeah.
And it was working for them. HONORIS, however, like, they just don't want to take that same sort of approach. I'm not sure if they don't have confidence to go for those fast plays, but so slow and suppressed out to the mid-control.
I'd like to see a quick round coming out from TIKITAKAN, you're right. It certainly is a little bit slower than what we've seen in the past. And Kari, again, going to go for an opening mid-pick, considering he's got the better spawn. Looks like he wants to hold on to it for a little while.
Smokes down into the connector area. Jer's going to take face up. Looking to the bomb site. Ryko. Suppressed by the default boxes he's seen now.
Yeah, he saw him.
Jer knows where he's at. I don't know if Ryko got the same info to return.
I don't think Ryko would have seen him. It would have been a really difficult angle. Jewel with a bit of a sloppy spray, and Ryko's going to be able to punish him. And Palm to maybe peek out from Palace with a deagle. Oh, no one's checking this angle. There is a play towards Sandwich. Great timing coming out from Taz.
And again, TIKITAKAN, passive aggressiveness. The players aggressing, getting taken down. No support from their teammates. Now they're suppressed out mid and probably in the apartments from here. And the chance to turn the 15th to the favor of HONORIS to recover a 6th round at the end of their CT side. It's Prism with the AK backed up here over at bench. AK looking to take face from the T side meanwhile. Orb face from Shushan goes better against Stomp, but Kyrie falls in return. So 2-man advantage maintained here, but a CT camp. Ivan though. He's been challenged by Prism. He takes that frag. One player at apps 4 HP for him. He can go down so easily to Neo and Shushan. 30 seconds left with this AWP out to try and storm a bomb site, to try and get something out against this CT line. They're going to hear those footsteps eventually on short, and they can call out the rotation. Scopes up. Ryko into position, AK out for Shushan, knows exactly how to play this one. He needs to grab that AWP player in apartments first. Shot ringing out, he goes for a safe plant. There's already a player on site though. There's no time for this. Ryko will take him down. It will be 6 to claim the final of the CT side. 9-6 overall to the favor of the T side of TIKITAKAN.
Ah, well, HONORIS, pretty good recovery. A couple of nice rounds to end off the half. Ivan, what a performance so far. 16 kills and 10 deaths. Same for Ryko, mirrored image. TIKITAKAN can be happy that they're able to at least have the lead going into the second half. Let's have a look at these odds from Loopbet. Ooh, okay. A 4.07 for the HONORIS side. Considering how close some of these rounds are, yeah, it's 9-6, but I'm surprised that those odds are shifted so heavily to the TIKITAKAN side.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gone that extreme. I mean, that's quite something. HONORIS onto their T side, going to try their hand at the hit. 2 smokes down, set to the CT and connector jungle cross. No one towards stair. That's just connector in general. Jungle's open. Flash open here from Prism. We're going to try to take face alongside Neo's aggress the CTs. They had a passive hold of the B from the A-bomb site anyway. And Palm peeking out at the wrong moment. Prism's going to take him down. Nice start for HONORIS. The 5-on-4 situation. TIKITAKAN still setting up for the retake. Shushan falls to Prism for his secondary kill. 2-man advantage, not a lick of damage done to the T side at this stage. They're going to push in from CT spawn. Ryko's going to get that 1 frag. Kyrie is a kill and trade, and Jur holds on towards 1 frag. He's got the defuse kit and smoke down. Is he going to go for the ninja here? Surely this won't work. Surely this would not work. He's taking damage, 5 HP. They're missing the bullets. He gets off the bomb anyway. He gets that 1 headshot, but Taz can find the trade. So fortunately, the firing squad from HONORIS able to take the man down, claim their 7th pistol to the favor of the T side.
I noticed not a lot of force buys have come out for TIKITAKAN when they lose pistol, so they might just opt to just go for USPs. No, they are going to force the issue this time around to change up a little bit. And you've got to think, you know, especially for someone like Taz and Neo, or maybe Taz in particular, probably seeing if he can check out a few demos of the TIKITAKAN side of what they're able to produce in the group stage, and maybe see if they can get some reads coming out. Straight away, great damage coming down. The HG not quite going to finish off the job.
He gets out of dodge before it lands, so good awareness there from Shushan to realise that he was going to be a goner in that position if he stuck around for the mid control. Leaving it to the FAMAS control for connector instead. One of the 2 AK set to the apartments. Very slow and passive defaults coming in from HONORIS at this stage.
Bottom con smoke coming out for Kyrie to just give his teammate a little bit of assistance. Aggression, though, in through the apartments of Jewel with that MP9. Hasn't been faced with anything just yet. And for both teams, a lot of mid control came out. And we see HONORIS taking their slow, methodical mid default. Pretty much all that TIKITAKAN were doing in that first half outside of the ASI executions.
Mars face, Ryko gets the kill. Arm down, Mac 10 out. Ivan gets a deagle back onto him. They need that scout support here for Shushan, and a shoulder bait from Neo catches the man off guard. They know he's there towards the Tetris position. Try and take out Prism, awkward sprays, and eventually Ivan does fall. Kyrie does drop the bomb plant though. 3-on-2 situation. He's back up to come to him though. Spotted out towards mid. Jur gets it to a 2-on-2 situation, but lack of kit, lack of utility, and of course 2 rifles versus an SMG and a deagle. Oh, the taps from Ryko as well, straight to the head of Jur. Kyrie's got no chance left in this round. Grab that scout and save it. There will be an 8 for HONORIS. Again, though, very similar to how the CT side of HONORIS was playing out. Damage has been done to the T side economy.
And unfortunately, not able to find that 2-on-2 retake. Great shots coming out from Ryko with that Galil up towards the ticket position. And Kyrie's just going to hold on to this scout. Maybe see if he can find an exit kill. Not going to happen. So an 8th round now up for HONORIS. A very close scoreline at the moment between these two sides. And TIKITAKAN not being successful on the force buy, so we probably will only see a few upgrades going forward into round 18. Not too many. Maybe a couple of P250s here or there. HONORIS can be happy. They've got the opportunity of trying to tie us up at 9 apiece.
Nico has to come through from TIKITAKAN and get the rifles out for the next round, so... Good start from HONORIS with the pistol and conversions, which is roughly how the first few rounds went down over on the first half. Of course, minus the pistol, which was won by TIKITAKAN this time, so... Meter things come out when the firepower breaks out from both sides. AK's in, of course, as standard. Hopefully they don't lose any of those players, so HONORIS can keep control and keep all their rifles in check for the true rifle of your rifle round. Passive control again from TIKITAKAN, and I say that, and actually Shushan's pushed quite aggressive out towards the ramp area, and Kyrie is all the way out in the apartments. Good kill for Prism to kick things off, though. Nice frag to open up B.
Good opening for HONORIS, just waiting for a bit of aggression to come through, and it looks like it's all over the map at the moment. Shushan's position could potentially work out quite nicely if they try and split into the A bomb site. Unfortunately, he's only got one more teammate to back him up on the site.
Eagle set. Not going to find a kill. Prism ready for it. And the second kill, triple kill actually going away at Prism. Easy headshots coming out for the man. The scout does see some players trying to land tags and headshots. No, they clear out that position. Not even going to bother. 9-all. HONORIS coming back into their own here at this stage. All down to the TIKITAKAN vibe to try and put some hurt back on that board. Palm with the scout in. Ooh, does get one headshot. Grab that AK, that'd be great, but too much T-side presence, he will fall. And we will be even. TIKITAKAN now up for the buys. M4's coming through. AWP from Shushan could also come out. Double ops out for Kyrie, maybe?
Potential. Certainly a potential, but they're going to opt against it and just run on the M4s. TIKITAKAN, no strangers to tactical pauses, so I'm sure that if this sort of continues, then maybe we'll get to see some in the second half. HONORIS looking to see if they can extend this momentum and get a lead back on the T side. Ooh, AWPs. And Shushan giving away his position straight away. This time around, a little bit more of a heavy mid stance from TIKITAKAN. Player towards short, one towards connector, and one in the window room at the moment.
HONORIS go very passive at the mid control. I mean, it's the apartments control, which is the most aggressive thing in the moment. Player out of ramp's going to walk straight into the A bomb site. Shushan does take control, and Palm does go down. Now A site is relatively open. Kyrie going to push in from short. They think it's clear. It's but certainly not. He sprays on one, can't get the second. Stomp on 19 HP. Meanwhile, Taz wraps over, sees Ivan, shoots him in the back. 4-on-2 now. Shushan from CT spawn as Jury moves up. AK spray from Taz. AWP is still there on site. Joe needs to get this kill. He does find it. Trade comes back from Prism. Bomb not getting dropped just yet. That AWP flick connects and Neo could just rotate to B.
Yeah, Neo, he's got that bomb. Oh, hang on a minute, though. The timing on this. Oh, no, he doesn't have the AWP out. And Neo just escapes in time. But there's going to be a quick backstab coming in from Shushan.
Can he make this happen? Side of market. Slowly and silently, carefully creeping into position. Does not see Neo. Got to look towards short. The AWP of Stomp will catch him off instead. And there's 10 for HONORIS. TIKITAKAN losing their lead 4 rounds in a row for the T side. Max loss bonus for them. They still can't afford a buy.
No, they can't. They need to take a bit of a moment to just rethink things, because at the moment there's a lot of flank attempts coming out from HONORIS. There's a lot of times that players are getting killed behind themselves, which obviously you can't really allow. It's just a couple of upgrades of some pistols in the 20th round for TIKITAKAN. HONORIS actually looking very dominant at the moment. They're getting a lot of momentum. Good streak of rounds in a row now. TIKITAKAN starting to crumble a little bit.
Not playing with the same sort of pace and stance as previously.
Yeah.
It has been very, very awkward, I think, from TIKITAKAN, you know, compared to yesterday, how fast they were playing, how aggressive they took. And considering their CT side on this map is not exactly fantastic, like, this could be HONORIS' chance to actually take the map overall. Like, they held themselves off on CT side. This could be a real opportunity presenting themselves, but TIKITAKAN don't want to let that go so easily. Aggression out towards Palace, hoping Taz takes face up there. It might be a split in from the A bomb site or towards B. They've got mid control, so HONORIS have options here.
Slowing it down. Gamble Stack coming out to this A bomb site. Oh, a bit of an edge of this smoke for Palm to work with. I think he may have just seen that bomb though.
Sees Neo, takes that fight. Ryko here to Palm. No idea he's that close. That's an easy kill. Taz gets Shushan out of Palace. CT's on site, will try tap up with the Deagles, but all their shots are missing. Ivan, awkward sprays in against them, and everybody falls. Jur, last man standing, a 1-on-5. TIKITAKAN, where have you gone, boys? Where have you gone?
A surprising tale of events to come out for TIKITAKAN in a map that they've shown greatness over the last couple of days in the group stage of Malta Vibes to get into this position. We saw them get a, 16-11 victory on Mirage against Hard Legion and a 16-8 victory against Simon, where they went 14 rounds up in that first half. And now they're running double ops. They go, right, this is the opportunity. We're down a couple of rounds. We've got a good buy-in. We've got lots of money. We've got double kits, pretty much full util for everyone. This is the round we need to come back. And if it means we need to go double ops, then let's just do it.
They need to hold a bit more than just a double op setup, though. They need to get some confidence out for it. Shushan's going to try and aggress into the mid position out from Connector. The fallback eventually to hold the A side defense. 4-man stack, and only Jaw holding the B bomb site from here. Held back 3 players, set the triangular def. 1 player in mid is the M4 of all things. And both of the AWPs on the A site. I'm not sure I like this setup.
At the moment, HONORIS looks like they might actually be backing off over from B and trying to take some underpass control to establish some mid and then maybe try and split up through Connector, which they've been doing quite a lot so far on this T side. But running these 2 orbs at A might actually work out quite nicely. Taz, he's really got to be the man to pull a bit of a distraction away from the mid players.
Shushan watching Neo and Prism. Jumping up, seen. Big shot missed. How did Shushan not get that? Aim punch hurt him on the initial phase, but he could have found that a little bit earlier on. Palm does get Neo, swing out from Palace, leaves Prism to be dealt with. Ivan with that frag, 4-on-3. TIKITAKAN taking damage, but not losing the 4 players they've got here. Palm takes a refresh, takes a second kill. Ivan still fighting against Taz. Low HP for both players, but Ivan falls in the end. Orba Stomp struggling to deal here with Palm, looking for that one headshot he needs, and a pixel will be found. 2-on-2. As Jaw swings in, gets the kill on Stomp. Taz is left alone, low HP in the open, and TIKITAKAN, the double off setup works in par to give them 10 back to within 1.
Damn, I tell you what, Sushan's really been underperforming today. He was a lights-out performance in terms of consistency. So for him, you know, missing that AWP shot, that looked on. That really did look on, but it wasn't able to connect. And at least for Palm, holding off a quite a strong defensive out towards CT, allowing the rotations to come through. Even Ivan being able to pull a distraction where he's trying to deal with the Palace presence. 11-10, TIKITAKAN now to double digits, but completely blind. The AWP still stays alive, but finally Shushan gets taken out.
Another awkward face from that AWPer, and he goes down as the first frag. TIKITAKAN relying so much on Palm here to deal with the damage with the AWP. He's placed out the apartments. The mid control has been established by the T side meanwhile, and no one is watching from the entrances. They've got 1 player from short passive. No one is keeping their eyes on Connector. TIKITAKAN in a very, very awkward setup. This 2-2 split is so exploitable from here.
It really is. That's a very unfortunate opening timing, I suppose, with Sushan trying to get aggressive up through short. As soon as he gets taken out, makes it really difficult. A smokes in, utility out to this A bomb site. It's going to be a split. 2 players out from main, 3 to potentially come up through Connector. Maybe even try and see if they can get a player into window.
Smokes on, AWP's out. Molotov of Palm taking damage, forcing forward. He did not look towards short. A 5-on-3 situation. B site's open. They can get a bomb plant. TIKITAKAN are already out of the round.
Yeah, they have to opt to go for the save. There's no way they can go for this. And yeah, look, a bit of a questionable play there coming out from Palm. We saw that he actually got in front of the Molotov to smoke it off rather than just backing off towards short. I don't think he realized how quickly the extension was going to come through and how quickly the pigs came out. HONORIS, a great response. And, well, that takes both of the AWPers out of play.
And then 11 all slips past the TIKITAKAN side. The economy is going to take a knock as a result of this loss. need to keep their weapons in check, though. They absolutely need these 2 M4s and the FAMAS out for Ivan. Molotov's down, Prism swings, gets that kill. That's 2 rifles saved in here for the CT camp. And you can see the money line, what it's going to look like as a result. I'm not sure how they're going to get past this one here.
I really hope they just half buy around these M4s. If they force, I think they're going to go into a very dark place. And it's not going to be a light at the end of the tunnel. It's just because you got to think, right, the money's just not there to try and force the issue. Maybe if they had 3 rifles, then they could have dropped a couple of M4s. And how the odds change at our good friends at LootBet. Now it seems that HONORIS are the favorites. Potential of going 13 to 10 up. This time around, the aggression out towards short works out for Jaw.
Neo gets that quick frag. Nice and easy for the M4A1 S4. Deagle's out the big play though. Shushan getting a pick back on Neo. Ivan falls. Shushan doubles up. Trying to make it a triple. The bomb's been dropped. He gets out of dodge, saves himself. No! Rephases on Prism. Meanwhile, Taz has gained A-site control. Raiko will take the last player out though. That's damage done to the T side. It's not good enough for TIKITAKAN. They really wanted to get that eco win.
Oh man, that was a very expensive round. Some really great deagle shots coming out. And it seems as if they don't want to go for that double AWP setup on CT side. They certainly had the money for it, but instead it's just going to be Shushan with that AWP. And you've got to think for him, he just needs to find some self-confidence at the moment. There's certainly shots that he would normally hit that aren't quite coming through on the server so far today. Very aggressive mid starts again, and look at the fights trying to come out for the CTs.
Oh, Shushan and Jur getting 2 picks back traded for 1 on the CT camp. Stomp close to the edge of the smoke. Will Shushan see him? He'll certainly see the flashbang that's about to come his way. Actually evades it, in fact. Angle taken. Shushan lands 3 picks. Where have you been all that, my man? 1 on 4 now for Taz. He does take Palm down, but the bomb's up top mid. TIKITAKAN not even going to challenge him. They're going to just set up the crossfire, make sure he can't get to this big device.
Pick up those AKs, get that AWP. Nice round indeed. And you know what? They've got an opportunity of picking up a secondary AWP from Stop if they want it. And for Taz, just a single bullet's going to take him down. He's only got 13 points of health. A jump spot coming out towards T-spawn, instantly seen.
And instantly retreated from as well.
Yeah.
Don't bother losing your weapon, Taz. The same could be said about him. 13 HP, a 1v3 is virtually impossible from here. An 11 to the CT board now. TIKITAKAN. Major way back in, but HONORIS still have another good buy to happen here. I mean, the economy's been built up in a way that TIKITAKAN could never do on their own T side.
And Taz is still sort of lurking around, wants to see if he can take any players down on the CT side. I mean, he realizes the fact that the team's got heaps of money where the CTs don't. That's a good shot onto Jaw. The more players he takes down on the CT side, the better.
He goes down next. Obviously, Incendiary there to stop him from doing anything. He tries to actually miss the smoke, but 11 to the TIKITAKAN board at the end of the day. That is the bottom line. Will they go hunting after time? There's no sense in it. They've got such a small economy basis. And 2 rounds to the difference here. Again, the rebuy coming in from HONORIS.
TIKITAKAN just holding on at the moment. A great round. So much presence out through mid. Shushan, all he does is just keeps peeking and just hopes that the M4s can try and back him up. Ivan and Jaw start to aggress up through mid. They win out some really great gun fights between them. A full buy coming out for both sides. Only a single AK was recovered there in the end with that AWP.
HONORIS set piece set towards the A bomb site, it looks like. Nades up, smokes down, Palm. Aggressing to try to shut this down. If he does, he can find Neo. No, Neo expects the angle at the edge of the smoke. And then another start from the HONORIS camp. 5-on-4 situation. Smokes down, set piece incoming. CT connect the jungle stairs, all smoked, and here come the T side. HONORIS have got Neo tagged up pretty heavily, but TIKITAKAN playing behind these walls with no real way in. This is just not going to happen from here. They are suppressed out of the bomb site. Taz will take face, will take the aggression. Look for any CTC can. Kyrie backed up. Neo facing in. 2 players to find that 2 can pick back. Taz going to fall to Kyrie as well. Bomb out in the open. 4-on-2 situation. And HONORIS losing players one by one and losing this round bit by bit.
How do they not even get the bomb down? Like, they've got complete control of the site, and it looked like they were maybe just wanting too much there. The fact that they were trying to take fights before getting that bomb plan through means that that round pretty much all falls apart. Stomp's going to try and make it expensive. 3 players staying alive. That's an excellent round from TIKITAKAN. And I'm just so surprised they don't force it into a post plant immediately.
Big 2 kills here from Kyrie, seeing those 2 with the AWP to support against Prism. 13 to 12. An eco coming through from HONORIS as well. The half buy at best with the extra utility basis. But nothing major out from this T side. Flash over into the mid control, very fast out from HONORIS, playing a tiki-taka strat actually. Ivan better be ready for this. M4 set, AWP behind the smoke, bursts in from the short position, trying to do some damage. Neo's going to come in from snipers. This Ivan has no idea. P250 out, he gets a kill. Is this going to take the round back for HONORIS? Are they going to do something with his flank? Stomp's got a secondary frag. No way this works for HONORIS. No goddamn way this works for HONORIS.
Oh, Neo in CT does get taken down. Oh, what is that shot coming out from Sushan? The AWP picked up from the T side. The bomb plant, but it's in a 2-on-2. And the 2 remaining players, Jay, that haven't been able to pick up any rifles.
Smokes and defuse kits for both Deagles in. Stomp takes face, looking for Kyrie next year. Is going to arrest Smokers on the bomb right now. They can stick it. And I don't think they can do much from it here. Taz facing Kyrie, supporting. Defuse comes through. We're evened out here. At least they get all 5 kills, which will limit the economy space again for TIKITAKAN. They're going to buy on every single player. And all that off an eco, HONORIS can be happy.
Yeah, no, they really can. It seems like TIKITAKAN really struggle against these eco rounds. They're just becoming so expensive. And they're going to take a tactical because really they probably should have been able to survive that round with maybe 3 or 4 players. Everyone goes down, meaning the money line's a bit awkward. They are able to at least force the AWP onto Sushan. Probably just go M4s for both Kyrie and Palm, unless Kyrie wants to go for a Fama to get a little bit more utility down. Oh, they're running double orbs. Glass cannon on Palm too.
And that might be awkward here for TIKITAKAN. Can't take face against the AK's aim punch is going to hurt him real bad. We saw how that affected Sushan when he held that mid control in the sniper's nest and passive positions. The orb out for Stomp, full head Kevlar in it. A must-win round for TIKITAKAN, but honestly, you can say a similar sort of situation again towards this mid face for Sushan. Flashed out, going to get back through connector. Couldn't establish that AWP's position. I don't know why he keeps going for that. He keeps messing it up. Pacing against Neo, sprays through on the traces, damage to return back against him, and all in all, TIKITAKAN win out that HP advantage.
Leg shot coming through onto Neo, doing a hell of a lot of damage. HONORIS, again, setting themselves up for the mid play, and you're right, you know, Sushan's been very aggressive out through mid, but this time around, well, most times around at least, it's not really working out. The only time it's ever been successful is when he's been in the window room. Anytime he's been outside of it, he's been punished. At least they trade a little bit of health advantages. Very passive on this CT side now. You can think the pressure in this round.
Sweaty stuff throughout the entire course of this map. 45 seconds to the clock here. Paz focused on Palm, AWP. Small gap, Prism coming up from the short area. Flashbang missed, Palm gets that kill. Needs to focus now on the short position, misses his shot against Prism, but now needs support. There's a player on bomb site, can't do much from there. Got Jewel with a decent frag, back 2 for 1. AWP is secondary out here to drop that bomb. Stomp chimes in. Him and Raiko, last 2 standing, and the AWP will add another good pick. No flashbang to use onto that cross area, leaving Raiko alone. He might secure a plant from here, but everything else is going to be so difficult for the AK. A 1-on-3 clutch. They are low, and they haven't got kits, so TIKITAKAN going to be relatively quick about this. Tag up on the AWP, the spray goes awkward, and Ivan finishes off the frag. 14, the lead regained by TIKITAKAN for the first time in this CT half since the turn of the half. The HONORIS with the bomb plant, do they force the buy?
Well, they've got a decent amount of money, so you'd expect that they will. A very good retake from TIKITAKAN, and it's been a while since they've won out a round convincingly like that. 3 players stay alive, they hold on to the double orbs, they pick up an AK. 14-13. This is now 4 rounds in a row from TIKITAKAN. HONORIS. Can they tie us up once again? Great shots coming out from the AWP. Great opening from Palm as soon as he took down Taz and tried to look forward and call those rotations out to the short face. Early utility out to this A-bomb site. This is going to be a rush.
Looks like it will be. Set piece play in. Smoke set to clear, and when they do, they'll go out. Neo gonna get dealt with by Palm out towards the mid-position. Good fight, catching off the SMG of Jury. He falls, AK spray from Ivan gets 2. Caesar, the player up top, Tetris, AWP looking for his frag, can't quite land it. Ryko will challenge, take him down, look to side, get Ivan. Kyrie turns it back to a 1-on-2 though for Stomp. Suppressed quite literally into a corner. The smoke down from Tetris will reveal his position. Is he gonna counter-rotate to B? That probably is his best play from here.
And they're just going to make sure the city side work together. Don't split, you know, the unit. Make sure whatever happens, both of you guys are trying to establish a crossfire. And Stomp's going to back off and now start to retreat out towards the palace position. Now, Sushan, with this angle, is going to see a very, very small pixel.
Don't get overzealous. If Stomp peeks in though, reads the right angle, looks towards jungle, he could get a clutch opportunity. Peeking in, he's been seen. Shushan to Ansi on the shot. Prematurely firing, missing. Stomp now. 1-on-2 clutch for him. You talked about him being the guy to step up for this T side. HONORIS. Need him now more than ever. They're making their way up. Good shot. Jump face. Kyrie left alone. Looking around the other side. He jumps up, gets the headshot. And TIKITAKAN just shut it down. Map point for them on their map pick. But 2 for overtime on HONORIS.
Oh my goodness. This is 3 retakes in a row coming out for TIKITAKAN. It doesn't stop. Whoa, my goodness. I was getting really scared when the AWP was jumping over like that, but it gave the information away for the one-on-one clutch to come through. I tell you what, Jay, we've probably seen, what, 4, 5, maybe even 6 one-on-one or one-on-2 clutches coming out from TIKITAKAN. It's ridiculous how often they have clutched. And now Ivan wants the orb. What's going on here?
Palm's sick of it. Shushan's not. Palm, Taz, no way. No way. Palm could find a massive backside. They might not be ready for this. Is Taz going to back up, though? Is he going to take face? He might not catch this information. Palm's going to see the bomb plant if he's out in the open. This could be humongous. No. Prism backed up. Palm slowly. Go back ramp, mate. Go ramp. He's going to go ramp. He's going to catch everything. This is a huge play. TIKITAKAN about to secure the biggest kill of their time. Knife for the zip. Oh, no, Palm! Are you serious? That is just extra insult to injury. They still don't know Taz is out Palace, but Ivan's got connected control. 5-on-2. He will frag on 1. Bats turn to the AWP shoot shot, and it's over. Stomp is out of here. 1 kill to his name. Bomb dropped out. Ramp. The CTs know how to adjust. They got a player back there, player in mid, player to cut off rotation. This is over. This is 16-13.
Oh, Stomp, how does he clutch this out? The bomb is dropped in the most awkward position. The knife to come out from Palm. Oh my goodness, the BM on that. And 30 seconds on the clock. Stomp has got so much to do, so little time. And Palm, flashbang in, knows exactly where he is. And Stomp's just trying to see if he can pick up this bomb, just keep getting counter utility through. The AWP not quite going to see the angle, really running out of time. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, 16-13. TIKITAKAN, the streak of rounds, 6 in a row, from 10-13 down to 10 up to clutching their map pick.
As if Palm went in the knife kill, man. Like, I can't believe that. That is ultimate BM. Ultimate BM on the match point round, on the round that you win to close it out. I can't believe that. And it all came down to perfect timing. Taz and Palm right past each other. The perfect moment, the perfect timing, everything falling apart. And TIKITAKAN, a fight and a half to get there, but they do take map 1.
Wow, look, that was certainly a bit of a struggle coming out from TIKITAKAN, and it wasn't until those last few rounds, that streak of rounds, where they really started to come alive. We saw the AWP going around for different hands, but man, like, they looked really great at the end there. The retakes were fantastic, the clutching ability was there, and look, yeah, it was close, but you're going to expect that, right? You're in the playoffs, you're in the quarterfinals.
And indeed, they may be going to the semi-finals at this stage. TIKITAKAN, one map away from doing so, and it's Dust to Dwayne. We talk a lot about the Pug style of this team, how it can work out on Dust. We've seen HONORIS throw up a great T side, though, not so great CT defensive from TIKITAKAN, so we may end up seeing a much more interesting map than we might expect. We're going to go to a break and find out how interesting it will be as we come back with Dust 2 on map 2. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Malta Vibes. Welcome back to our series between HONORIS and TIKITAKAN. We've seen the TIKITAKAN side win out map 1, their own map pick, and Mirage. Was a slogfest to get there, though, Dweg. Like, it was tough. That says the absolute least about the situation at hand. 16-13 with Dust 2 coming up next. It was picked by HONORIS, so we could be seeing some fun times out from the polls. But, Dweg, you had your doubts. And honestly, based on the way that T side went for TIKITAKAN, it probably could be a 2-0, you know, like it's going to be a close matchup. I don't think it will be anything less than an absolute, you know, brawl, but it absolutely will be tough. It will be so tough.
And I think that's a really good like word of putting it. Brawl. Like that is really what Dust 2 is going to come down to, because man, those just raw angels just came out so often on Mirage, and you can almost expect it's going to be the same thing, especially when those T sides of TIKITAKAN start entering. Like, oh man, I'm really looking forward to it. And you've got to think that they got off to a bit of a slow start on that first map of Mirage. It certainly seemed like the aim was getting progressively better as the matchup went on. But those last 6 rounds, that streak of 6 in a row, you know, it was dominant. They had the BM of the knife. They had great retaking abilities. They were throwing that AWP around a lot. I was really impressed towards the end there for TIKITAKAN.
You can see they're even outperforming some of the highest fraggers for HONORIS. It's very curious, actually, that Ryko is actually getting more stats on the board. I'm not sure if those are the wrong logos or the wrong names, but either way, actually, that's going to confuse me quite a lot. Actually, I'm going to move on from that. But yeah, no, like it wouldn't surprise me if I saw players, you know, topping the board over on the HONORIS side, just because of how frag heavy those sort of that map was and how those rounds went for them. I can see a very sort of awkward time in general, of course, just from the basis of them being able to get more kills, but for TIKITAKAN especially, like, you know, I would have thought they would have been the crazy frag numbers. They were playing so slow by comparison to their previous Mirages. And on the T side defaults for Dust 2, I'm not sure if that's going to work to their favor or against their favor.
It's certainly different to kind of think how different their style of play has changed. And I'm not sure whether they've come into the playoffs and, you know, you've got to expect from a pug team, right? You know, there's not going to be a lot of tactical depth. They're probably going to just use their aim to their biggest potential. But I could certainly see that a couple of players on this TIKITAKAN lineup, you know, over the last couple of days, having a look at some of the demos and saying, okay, you know, we know that we're facing up against HONORIS. Maybe we want to try and change our play style a little bit to kind of counteract the way that the Poles play.
Yeah, and, you know, counteracting how they're going to play is certainly going to be a thing for HONORIS as well. You know, obviously with that experience in tow, you can imagine they could shut down a lot of the aggressive forces of that TIKITAKAN side. I think they did a pretty good job on their CT half especially, so if they can hold that close scoreline, especially on the CT side, then it could be some time for HONORIS overall. So knife round going live to decide those choices of signs, and it looks like it will be HONORIS again getting their choice and pick. Of course, while they do go ahead and make that choice, a moment to remind you, of course, that Malta Vibes is brought to you by Gaming Malta, a home of gaming excellence. HONORIS will start things off on the CT half, and well, it did make it close, the fact that TIKITAKAN were struggling on their T-side force, so let's see if the defensive holds this time. But are you still on for the 2-0, Dweg?
Oh, I'm still on. Don't you worry. I'm still on here for TIKITAKAN. I've got the belief. I've got the faith. And well, let's see what our partners at LootBet have. Ooh, okay. Only just favorites for HONORIS.
But like the skin of their teeth, like this.
Yeah.
Honestly, do you know what? Like this whole series could have swung either way. So you know what? Like I'm not surprised that those are the odds. If you want to take advantage of those odds, and of course you can click the banner under the Twitch channel. You can go ahead and go to our betting partners at LootBet. You can sign up and you can get a €100 bonus deposit plus 10 free CS:GO spins only at LootBet, the official betting partner of Malta Vibes. Here we go. It's pistol round time and stomp out towards the car position on the long challenge. TIKITAKAN going hyper aggressive into this face. Tap up, damage done. Taking wallbangs. This is a firing squad. Neo will get Ivan for the opening frag of the round, though. Prism going to face forward and take Palm down. So a 5-on-3 situation. Bob and the CTs, and now the counter attack begins. They're going to force them into the corner. Prism looking for 4 kills. He will get them all. Nice and efficient there from HONORIS.
God, they did more damage to the car than they did to Stomp. There were so many bullets coming through. They were trying to see if they could get the wallbangs through, and they were able to, but so many people were focused on trying to take Stomp down that the overextension ended up coming out from the HONORIS squad. Prism in particular, getting 4 massive kills, and well, he's going to treat himself for the NEM4, because I think he deserves it.
Yeah, I mean, 4 kills in a pistol round, not too bad. TIKITAKAN going to go full eco in this one, actually, so they are taking a bit of a passive face. Now I've got the Glocks out, P250 for Jur, Ivan, I'm not sure what he's got, but either way, it's in general just like, you know, minimal investment. If they can help it, stop with that first headshot, and a beautiful second of the shoot. Sean making it 3. Ivan was tagged up, so it's not quite a headshot, and Palm is left alone. 1 on 5 situation, bomb out in the open, and it's going about as well as Eco seemed to go.
Yeah, I'm with you there. That was looking pretty simple coming out for the HONORIS side. Great shots from Stomp in particular. But they would have known that they wouldn't have been up against any upgrades, so they'll realize the fact that there's going to be AKs and rifles to work with going into the next round. Good to see from Stomp. Nice kills. Lovely, lovely.
Rifles out for the T side. TIKITAKAN. Limited amount of utility across most of the players here, and Jura had nothing going into this round. Aggression towards the mid position into the lower tunnels for the T-side camp. Smokes on, flashes over, Molotovs on for Jura as well. Up to the stairs, taking face on that short position. Ryko with the FAMAS looking in for Palm, seeing him, spraying him, not taking him down. It's actually the HP advantage that comes out for the CT camp as the Scout is doing pretty decent damage to the mid face.
It's pretty much a retake setup at this A bomb site. There's really only a single player here that's now starting to make their way onto the site. 2-man stack over here at B. Ivan just selling a little bit of a fake, using a little bit of utility to show some presence, but it really comes down to Prism. He's got to be able to lock this down. And he does have a smoke and a flashbang to work with, but he's got to call in for the rotations.
Flash over from Prism. And they go down to CT. Neo's going to get that kill on Joe. They know exactly where he is on the boost spot position. They'll keep their eyes on. Prism gets Palm next to 5 on 3. Kyrie gets 1 good pick. Stomp with a Scout out still alongside Taz. Looking outside of the B doors. Kyrie gets that frag. Scout shot missing. Shushan has angle. Ryko drops Ivan to a 2 on 2. And they are low on HP for this CT camp. Also, for the T side camp, I should say. But Prism and Ryko with the fuse kits and smokes. And they're going to make their way up for the retake.
And only a single smoke. They can try and smoke off the upper tunnels, because considering the fact that both players are coming in from this CT spawn. Oh, the angle lock coming out from Shushan. That's the first, not quite the second. Ryko going to be able to clutch it out. A big 1 on 2 to come out from HONORIS. Sticking that defuse. Great crosshair placement.
3rd round for HONORIS. 3rd frag for Ryko. As you mentioned, great prediction of the angle, great placement for the headshot. The bomb plant will bolster TIKITAKAN, and I don't think into force by status though. Less than $4,000 on most players. It's Shushan and Kyrie at 43 and 47, but probably going to be a half buy at best for TIKITAKAN looking into the max loss bonus. And yeah, Scout out, Kevlar in, upgraded pistols, double flash smoke for Jur, and Palm hoping to pull a NATO suffix and shoot down players' heads through the mid doors. Ivan takes contact and a shot. Ryko on 62, Nades against Shushan will do even more to return damage. So not the best of starts here on the defaults for TIKITAKAN.
Not really. We're only doing a little bit of damage onto Ryko. More's done to the T side, but they're going to slowly make their way out through mid. Now, with no smoke or anything, this could potentially try and catch Neo off guard if they get the timing on the swing right. Would have just seen the edge, but Neo's able to take him down, so an opening man advantage going the way of the Polish side.
The Scout shot missing on the second face. Neo will try and take him down. Shushan takes the player out from short, and also on long, I should say, and from short they can enter. M4 out from CT spawn is going to be the main issue here. Flashbang Evader, they see him, they take him down. And the bomb plant to be secure. They've still got pistols out. Scout in mid, going to look for the player out the doors. But a 4 on 3 retake here. The CT's being attacked from all angles.
And they'll know exactly where one player is out towards mid, and that's why we've seen Jewel push so aggressively through short. But for the CT side, they're not even thinking about going up through short. It's going to be 2 players out from long and a single one from out through CT.
Kyrie looking on, rounds that corner, sees the man. Ryko takes him down. Time is still a ticking, and Shushan has the bomb plant open for him. He's going to try to take face as soon as they tap it with the Tech 9 as well, pulling distraction. Here they are, swing out. Jur gets 1, Prism gets the trade frag, and Jur lands on a bomb plant diffuser. 1-on-1, Prism out of dodge. He's got to escape. He can't get to the site in time. And that half buy will work wonders for TIKITAKAN. They get no rifles, but they get around instead.
And there is just no money for HONORIS. Ryko's got heaps, but for the rest of his teammates, they are really lacking in their money bonus. That was a very awkward round coming out from HONORIS, and for TIKITAKAN on a round that wasn't even a force buy, it was just a half buy. A couple of upgrades here and there, they're able to win out a fantastic first. and get that AWP up for Sushan. This buy from HONORIS looking rough. 3 M4s, a scout, and just a pistol for Taz. But stop! Oh, what was that?
Knocked his 2 front teeth out. That was horrible. What a shot. What a start. AK here from Ivan. Lower tunnels trying to trade it back, but just taking damage instead. TIKITAKAN. A great half by the rifles, not going so well for them. Feels like the opposite compared to what they were doing against HONORIS in the last map. Forced to go back passive as they just can't seem to find the man advantage.
Look at even the damage that's been done up to Ivan. And 12 points of health. This has been a fantastic start of the round. And for the HONORIS side, and TIKITAKAN, this is really where they need some individuals to step up and chuck the AWP player, or the AWP over to the low HP player. Oh, Ivan's just waiting for an overextension. There's someone out towards mid of Ryko, not going to be able to give up a fight. And Neo's alone at long, so if he gets traded out with finding a kill, that will answer back to a 4-on-4.
M4 standing, flash over, Neo waiting towards the corner. Someone better check this. Someone better check this. That's bomb dropped. He turns on the second kill. Low HP, AWP. Joe will find a response, but a 4-on-2 situation. And yeah, TIKITAKAN fall into pieces. How do they fight their way out of this one? The scout will just do even more damage. Stompers if he hadn't got enough in this round. Nades on. AK's facing 20 seconds. Perfect facing Ryko. Perfect timing. Joe will find a trade with 7 HP. He's not getting out of this round. This will be a 4th for HONORIS on the board.
Joe trying everything he can, but even with damage going through, not a fantastic round for TIKITAKAN. No bomb plan, and I'm looking at the money line and thinking they might even just have to try and half buy here. Joe can drop some deagles to everyone and try and float out the money line, keep it the same. There we are. The drop master.
Back to the basics here for the half buy. Kevlar helmets, everything coming out, and a fast play out from mid to B, it seems. Smokes on, splay from Neo. It's Taz the man that gets that kill. Out from the B, doors doubling up. The Stomp gets a kill of his own right. Kyrie will get one good flick back, but he's the last man standing. And Neo will just face forward, take the player down. 4 alive for HONORIS, 5-1 on the CT board. This is looking real good. Real good by comparison to the CT half of the last map.
It's actually very surprising that TIKITAKAN haven't really gotten off to a flyer of a start. I would have thought Dust 2, you know, T's side, that's really where they could have come into their own. I've been yet to get a kill, Palm as well. They've really got to at least look at this gun round to be able to get an answer back. Even out towards mid, Stomp's been able to find so many opening kills with this AWP. Long challenge coming out for the CTs. Sushan running out, but he's going to have to deal with 4 players here at long.
Ryko pick on Sushan. Again, opening things up for HONORIS. Time, plenty here. Man advantage most certainly is not. TIKITAKAN missiles up for what seems to be a mid-to-B play once again. He smokes down to CT, could siphon off Prism and Neo from their position. AWP at Palm sees the first player crossing, could not time it well enough. Still face look for a kill back, nothing being offered up to TIKITAKAN.
AWP from Stomp. It's going to be a really tough angle to try and force the AWP off this car position. Blowing it down. Try and get the cross smokes out from short and just go for the straight execution and maybe leave a single player of Kari out towards mid to try and see if he can force any of the rotators and take them down.
Nade up short, damage to Jur and Ivan as well. Neo backed up passive and the AWP is Stomp watching and waiting. Good shot from Ivan, 5-on-3. Rescopes in, does not get his headshot. Neo rounds the corner here to the rack, gets that one frag, seems to play in the back line. They do go bomb on out of this, but the veteran just goes ham. 3 massive kills that are very difficult to hit, especially on that last spray. 6-1 for HONORIS. When did TIKITAKAN take a moment to take a knee?
Yeah, look, they need to take a bit of a tactical and kind of just talk things over because it's certainly just the opening kills are just not going their way at all. A lot of utility damage is going their way. Even trying to find map presence is always just seems to be a difficult task. Neo, wow, these kills, insane. It's great stuff to sort of see that HONORIS are fighting up with their own firepower. And here's the tactical. Just to take a bit of a breather, go, right. Mirage was close. We were able to get a great streak of rounds towards the end there. This is Dust 2. Like, this should be our playground.
Unfortunately, TIKITAKAN will take their tactical. And you can take some sick new skins by using codes Malta-V and Malta-V15 over on hellcase.com for your free money and 15% refill bonuses. And involve Malta-Vibes with our official case partner in hellcase.com. Double up setup coming out from Stomp and Neo. TIKITAKAN out with the AK-47s. Back on the rebuy, this AWP face. Not going to see anyone towards T-spawn. They're just there to set up the smokes, block off that mid control. And out towards Longhouse initially. Those nades are going to be evaded. They're very passive once again. TIKITAKAN trying to pick up the pace a little bit as they start to gain Longhouse control, but just as HONORIS rotate away.
And I'm actually really glad they took it a little bit later in the round, because we've seen time and time again how much utility damage has come out in terms of incendiaries and HEs towards that Longhouse. So being a little bit more delayed means they're going to be able to at least not take any of the brunt of the damage. See if they can maybe get a player in towards the pit. The walk up coming through. Now if Neo overextends, it should be a kill, but it's actually going to be Ivan find the opener.
Neo missing both of his shots. AWP burning, taken out by Kyrie's AK 5-on-3 situation. Short being covered at the CTs and slow to the rotation. A little bit late to this one. Ryko does catch Kyrie though, ducking behind the rice bags. A 2-for-1 trade as the bomb plant goes down eventually here. The CT set up here towards short. A backstab can come through from mid of Ivan. Got to get there soon. They might be cutting off for the exit frags, but if his teammates go down, it's going to have to be crucial to the re-defensive. AK's up, Shushan falls, Palm goes next, Jur finds one pick on the bottom side, awkward spray back, gets into a one-on-one, and now it's all on Ivan. The bomb's not even planted for him. Tapped up by Taz, he's slow facing. Ivan making his way to the bomb, knows he's right there. He gets the headshot. When Taz knew where he was coming from as well. A 2K for Ivan, late to the party, but he comes up clutch.
Oh my goodness, that was sharp. That's such a difficult kill. The fact is that he realizes as soon as I run, Taz is just going to swing out. So he walks and walks, hopes that bomb's not being tapped, runs in the end, forces Taz off. Oh my goodness. But again, you know, a one-on-one clutch to come out from TIKITAKAN. You even look at the economy, they're up against a complete full buy for HONORIS, and they're running a scout and a Mac 10 on TIKITAKAN. Or Tech 9, I should say, for Kari.
Looks similar, don't worry. Very different though, and unfortunately for TIKITAKAN, that's going to hurt them even more so. Neo set with the M4 towards the A site. I mean, he's playing this exact same angle the AWP did earlier, but I mean, if you can't hit the AWP shots from that kind of a range, where do you go from that? It's T side out of the Longhouse position. Majority of players pushing up towards that corner area, and now Stomp's going to go ahead and join them there again with the AWP. CT aggression over from the B site as well. We'll gain a lot of information. The smoke down towards that cross. And I'll probably get up the ghost here. What TIKITAKAN are going to go for here. Flash is over. Stomp going to try and take a face out. Taking damage, sprayed up. Taken out by Jewelry. Smoke down from Neo on site. 5-on-4, seeing one player towards Carl. Ivan gets that flag back to 3. And 2 players standing for the CT cap. Prism's out of there. They got to save.
That's more like it. This is quick. Like, although getting the long control is a lot slower, the executions are fast. They're not dillying-dallying, you know, around just slow walks and baits. They're just going, right, let's just go quick. I would like to see the raw aim coming through, get it some beautiful entries towards the A bomb side. And from here, HONORIS, there's just no way they can go for it. Maybe see if they can look for some exit kills. Even for Palm, he's locked down this angle towards long.
The outset for Palm. Edge of the smoke, Taz. Not going to go up his angle. TIKITAKAN. They are out of here. Into the short position to save their weapons. 2 M4s for Taz and Prism. A third to the T sideboard. Has taken a long time to get started, though. I think actually going to call it a sort of comeback. It's not exactly like HONORIS, so like, you know, at the end of the map, but they're bringing it back from a pretty severe deficit, all things considered, you know?
Yeah, they really are. And you look, this is a couple of rounds now in a row. The money line's not great for HONORIS, so it's probably just going to be a half buy unless they want to try and force the issue. But even with that, I mean, Stomp, he can buy an M4 armor. Prism can drop a Fammer. And so can Taz, but they probably will just go for a couple of upgrades. It's not really worth it. It's kind of scary still to see Palm on 0 kills, though, considering how much impact he was finding over the course of the group stage. Had a bit of a slow performance on Dust 2 as well, or on Mirage, I should say, sorry. Hopefully he can start to come alive, because you've got to think for TIKITAKAN, they need everyone to step up on Dust 2.
You're talking about how the firefights won out by TIKITAKAN just down to the sheer amount of you know, fragging potential that they need to come up good with. A small moment of respite to think about those. Obviously tech pause, so it's not exactly like it's going to be a big tactical discussion going on in that T-side camp, but moments of respite nonetheless, especially for HONORIS, who've been clapped back a little bit for their eco and have a little bit of a chance to sort of like readjust and realign themselves. Small little like calm down period to come down from the adrenaline and sort of like, you know, look at things from a grander perspective. What the issues are in this tech pause, we'll find out very, very soon. Hopefully they'll be over very, very soon indeed.
Hopefully so we can sort of get back into the matchup, and well, there it is. And pause, unpausing. Going into round 10, it is going to be a force buy from HONORIS. Didn't really expect this to come through, and look, it's decent, but at the same time, you've got a Fammer and a Scout out for Stomp, so they're going to really have to try and make this work, and they're just going to try and put the pressure straight back on the TIKITAKAN side.
Smokes on T-side, out first op shot for Shushan, catches Prism right on the opener. Frag back on the M4, gonna get recovered here by Raiko, I believe, as we'll pick that up. Scout in for Stomp, hoping for a good headshot. He lands a good tag on Palm, so again, the CT is using whatever they can to do as much damage as possible. 10 HP for that player, so it's a trade that could lead to a rifle for HONORIS.
Oh, this molly. Oh, I thought Sushan was actually going to peek out. Actually forces the player towards the longhouse of Raiko back a little bit deeper. Great opening advantage being found. Again, though, the CTs, they get very antsy over to this B bomb site and often aggress to find the information that there's no one here.
Molotov's on site, Neo. One of the two M4s backed up here towards Ramp. He drops that bomb, actually. They're going to get caught by the flashbangs. And Neo doubles up. Kyrie has to turn it to a 3-on-3. Shushan gets stomped, but the long control still contested by Raiko. He's flashed to support his man. The bomb plant will be secured. He sees a player out from the short plant position. Will burst fire. And meanwhile, Shushan's coming in from the back line, spotted out by Raiko. Got to focus on two angles at once. He does take that man down. Get another kill on Palm. This is possible now. Kyrie on short, spray back on Taz, takes damage. And now looks for the man out from Ramp. He sees him, and Raiko gets 3. Beautiful taps, beautiful control, beautiful patience from the man. That's an eco win for HONORIS.
Oh, what a clutch coming out from Raiko. Even the face towards Long would have been a difficult challenge onto Shushan. Massive, massive round going the way of HONORIS. Straight away, though, T-side are going to be buying straight back in. Let's have a look at these kills again. No damage was done to him from the Long player, and then just the follow-up. And you've got to think for Kyrie, there's so many different ways you could have played that, played the time, or could have overextended, and he decides to go for the wide swing instead. In saying that, though, even with a massive clutch like that, they're still not having the best of buys going forward. Oh, again an opening kill out from Long. This just keeps happening.
Take a lot of HP damage for it, though. I don't know how they got caught up in the Molotov, but Ivan on 28 health for his trouble. Not perfect. They do have control, though, and they do have the 5-on-4 advantage, as you mentioned. Got one player out towards mid. Shushan going to try and cut them off from rotations. They're going to start peeking in towards that mid position. Boost up for the AWP. I thought it was actually on short. He's just going to remain back on the stairs. Shushan getting 2 picks, tapping up to a third. He was switched off initially over on Mirage. Now on Dust 2, he's got full momentum swing, and he's landing every single shot.
That was ridiculous. That was actually insane coming out from Shushan. Man, what an unreal talent. Stomp with this AWP, just trying to see if he can find anything, but it's not going to be the case. And yeah, in case any of the viewers don't know, Shushan is the older brother of Flames, who was playing on this TIKITAKAN roster only about a week ago.
certainly hasn't lost any of the talent. It's certainly sitting in the family at the moment. TIKITAKAN now up against a force buy from HONORIS. They have really worn down the economy state of this CT side. Oh! Stomp again! More tags. He gets another kill on Ivan. Third frag towards lower tunnel's not going to be allowed here. They have burst into the B bomb site. He sees one top of the boxes, knows he's at car. Looking for a third kill. If he gets this would be absolutely ridiculous. Seeing Shushan on the site, lands that tag, and he gets the kill in the end. Stomp doing everything. Is he going to ace clutch this with a scout? No. He'll land a tag. The bomb's been left up top mid, though. Neo's got control with the AWP. He's seen where the next seaside player's at. TIKITAKAN have really bottled this round. And Joe will try and fight out of it, but he won't be able to do anything. Kyrie 1-on-4. Stomp with 3 massive frags. But TIKITAKAN making mistakes all up and down the shot.
Oh my goodness, what is this round from TIKITAKAN? They just allow so many kills to come out from Stomp. They just keep facing in through mid. And the scout just keeps connecting. Wow, insane shots. Absolutely insane. And Kyrie has got so much to do. Bomb control in the hands of the CT side. 29 HP. A very difficult task, to say the least. Does take down Taz to make it slightly interesting, but Stomp, he's looking for his 4K. Ooh, actually gets tagged up.
Prism swings on the reload, though. Secures the round for HONORIS. 8 on the board there, taking the CT half.
Oh, look at these
shots, man, from Stomp.
Yeah.
What is that? Like, sure enough, the shot from Shushan is all right, because 2 tags needed there, but just the headshot wall bang, then the reface flick up to the head of the man on top mid. Like, that was basically what won them the round right there.
Oh, that was that was actually pretty close to a TK, but it looks like it's going to be fast out through long for the T side. A lot of counter utility. No, they're going to run up short instead.
Straight up and out. Fast plays from TIKITAKAN. AWP step for Stomp. He gets that first pick back and a chance to reface in against them. Falling back passive. They're down from the CT spawn area. Tech9 taps up. Stomp forced away. Shushan gets the kill to a 4-on-4. Damage done to Prism next up. Drew on AHP. Takes a swing and a kill before he goes down. Taz and Neo trying back to 2-on-2, but Ivan gets Neo, leaving it all on Taz. In its CT spawn. Bomb plant will come through on default. And Ivan, does he know he's there at CT? I think they probably should do. He got a kill earlier. He's now going to be certainly known. Scout shots out, facing in. Scout drops him. Ivan gets the trade frag. 2K to his name. And TIKITAKAN with a very fast rush tactic will put the hurt back on HONORIS.
If you're HONORIS, you're like so pissed off facing TIKITAKAN. Like, you want to play your methodical Counter-Strike, and all TIKITAKAN do is use early nades out longhouse, run short, and kill. Like, that, it's unbelievable to think the kind of style that these guys play. And it's going to be HONORIS taking a tactical. No money to work with going into the 14th. They'll be able to get a buy in round 15 at least. And Palm, man, he's really struggling. Only 1 kill for him. I'm glad that his teammates are trying to support. And for TIKITAKAN, 6 rounds, maybe 7. If they can get to 7, I think they'll be happy. That would be a pretty good recovery from being, what, 1-6 down at one point, I believe it was?
That sounds about right, yeah. Yeah, because they've got pistol conversions, 1 round converted back to 3 more. Yeah, 6-1, so...
Yeah, okay.
Being at 8-5 is certainly not what TIKITAKAN were looking like very early on in the map up. Here on the T side to try and recover their scenario, look towards their defensive. Although with this T side not being allowed to flourish in the same sort of way you would expect, I wonder if that's going to hurt TIKITAKAN more. AK's out here, Longhouse challenge from all the CT forces. They found that first. Manic spray from the CZ, forced to reload. Shushan gets a secondary kill. 2 more out here. Neo's going to wait in the midst of that smoke. P250, are they going to walk past him? Stomp gets 1 frag. Kyrie going to get caught off guard, but Iron takes him down, so Stomp left alone. They can rotate the bomb to B now. They know exactly where the last CT's at.
There's so much chaos out towards long. Stomp, last one left with the scout. He has been seen towards that car position. Great peek coming up for Palm to be able to take him down with the AWP. A 6th on the board now for TIKITAKAN. And with HONORIS, considering that they forced that last round, it means they're going to be forcing again. Money was really awkward for them. This is really not the buy you really want to bring to the table for the last round of the half.
Very, very difficult. The Stomp has a scout, so...
Yeah.
Palm, shot in, good kill. That's his third kill on this map, by the way. I don't know if you realize.
Yeah.
He's been very underwhelming so far in this one. AWP are still going to get a secondary kill in this one, so Palm
What was
going to find... Shut up. 5 on 3. Taz, Prism, and Raiko. Last 3 players remaining for the CT. Spread out passively across their entire defensive board. TIKITAKAN hunting for their 7th, and it looks likely that they're going to get it.
Taz up close with this CZ, just looking if he can find any damage. Instant Ivan around the corner. Raiko is still alive for quite some time, but Prism's going to be the last one left. Oh, good shot. Oh, what is going on here? Just so many back and forward kills. That was quite cheeky. But look, TIKITAKAN, they get to 7 rounds. They at least recover the T side. And for HONORIS' sake, they're probably pretty disappointed with that. They had a great momentum start. There was that 6-1. They were looking really dominant. They were retaking well. Stomp was doing a lot with the AWP and the Scout. And it sort of felt like towards the end there, the momentum had almost changed. Ooh.
Well, the odds have not changed. Oh, I guess they have. They've gone a little bit more against the TIKITAKAN side, but they are still in favor of HONORIS. Fancying them as the favourites going into their T side half, which understandable is understandable for us too. Of course, if you want to get involved, take advantage of those odds. You can get €100 bonus deposit plus 10 free CSGO spins by clicking the banner on the Twitch channel. And here come the T side. Palm takes out Taz towards the back line. Actually drops that bomb. Ivan there to trade back as Jur falls. 4 on 3 for TIKITAKAN, and Palm still out here. Gets another good headshot. Sees another player back here. They're trying to rotate. He's getting all the heads though. Running out of ammo. 3 kills for Palm. Flash out. Neo catches him. Got all the utility on his pouch. But now has to do so much more to recover the situation here for HONORIS. A 1 on 2. Oh, the flash! He's not ready for the flank. And Ivan just holds the round for TIKITAKAN.
Oh my goodness. TIKITAKAN were taking some duels that really weren't needed there. They had, what, a 1 on 4, a 1 on 3? And Neo, man, like, that shot into the short play. Let's have a look at this again. He's back! The veteran's back!
Well, he was back for a grand title of about 2 seconds before he got shut down by Ivan.
Well, yeah, that is true.
Fast play out on the Eco, SMG spray! Oh, that's disastrous. And now they're definitely gone out of this round. 4 kills for Palm, and Jur's pissed about that. He wanted the money!
Oh,
it's
that's
all about
great.
the money! 9 on the board for TIKITAKAN, as you mentioned. Like, simple stuff coming through from the CT camp.
Can't believe you've done this. That's no, it's a great round coming out for TIKITAKAN, and the rush B tactic with just Glocks didn't end up working out. A lead for TIKITAKAN for the first time on Dust 2J.
Indeed. And I put a lot less stock in the CT side than I probably should have done, because Palm's going to regress and Prism's going to get caught off guard. So now TIKITAKAN can take their pug-style force-forward strategy, and they're just going to make it work even on the defensive half. HONORIS losing their opening man just about 10 seconds into the round, and now the mid-control so shaky and passive right now from the T-side camp. Backed up a little bit here out into the B tunnels.
And rotate that bomb over. They do have an M4 of Ivan towards the backpack position. Would normally stand behind the boxes, but a little bit more of an aggressive angle. And with a bit of utility coming forward, they're getting a little bit of information. The damage onto Stomp, getting taken down to 56 points of health.
Burst fire from Ivan flashing as well to try and stop them here. Just as the utility starts coming through as well. They won't be blinded by it. It won't stall them for that long. Molotov towards the back of the barrels here as Kyrie gets a frag. Back USP against Neo. He gets himself 2 frags, and Jur's not going to last that much longer. Taz at a 1 on 2. Bomb needs to get picked up. Is he going to rotate back towards short? He expects to make their way into the B bomb site for the retake, but he might find an angle back on the A bomb site instead.
He really could do, actually. No one's watching this mid-commitment. It all just comes down to a little bit of timing. As soon as they walk their way into B, they're going to start to realize, oh, player caught out in the open. This is going to be a free bomb plan at A.
And it's a FAMAS for Shushan. Needs to upgrade to one of his teammates' better rifles. Bomb plant coming in open, closed actually on default. Shushan's got no kit and no utility, and Taz has a firepower advantage. This could be a big turnaround from the man, using his wits and his knowledge quite quickly. Famas will make its way on. Got to isolate this kill. Checking out ramp out in the open for long face. Getting to the site, takes that challenge and loses it. Taz with a 3K. What a clutch from him. A big, big round for HONORIS Defiant to get back to 9-9.
1-on-3 coming out from Taz there in the end. It just felt like some of those duels, especially Jewel, was just running into B. Was so fast with the MP9 to sort of see if he could mop up the round in the end. And Taz, really smart play to just back off from B, make his way up through mid, catches Palm just right in the open. And TIKITAKAN are going to force on their own behalf, tied up again 9-9. What a round to win from Taz. What a huge clutch from the veteran.
Julian Shushan set flash over, taps up the AK, Joe gets that kill. And Taz is also low. Tagged up by the scout, I believe. It may have been done. I mean, he's got the bomb on his back out towards the long play. He was out towards mid initially, so 5-on-4 start. Forced by back from TIKITAKAN, or half by actually in this round. Still doing the damage. Neo gets Jur back to 4-on-4 though.
Oh, this is usually an easy kill. There it is for Ivan. Really great stuff so far. A lot of damage being done. Taz is incredibly low. And from here, TIKITAKAN don't need to keep fighting. They'll realize the fact that longhouse control was established. The crossmokes are coming out, but it looks like for the T side, they're not committing it long.
They're going to wrap around instead. Taz will take the frag back on Ivan. Fool me once, fool me twice. Back to even standing, and they're going to go back towards long as the CT suspect it might be a rotation. They're going to completely stack away. They'll only leave it on Shushan here towards the short control, and as soon as this utility starts coming in, of what little they have here for HONORIS, maybe more worth it just to slow walk up to the A bomb site, but even then, Palm's got the scout out. And 30 seconds remain to the clock here.
Oh, they know, though. That's the thing, because Sushan's been able to clear out towards top mid. They haven't seen anything in the upper tunnel, so they can pull all the attention away. They're now going to start to rotate back to this A-bomb site.
And for Shushan, very risky peek. He raised the flash. Palm gets the headshot. Taz turns on. Palm doubles up. Start damage on towards Stomp. And Palm will get a 3K. Eat your heart out, mate. 10 on the board for TIKITAKAN. Back in the lead now. And that was a half buy round. They've got loads of money to rebuy.
Insane. That's a huge round. Absolutely massive round. And economy-wise for HONORIS, it's just terrible. It's absolutely shocking. They can't really invest a lot going into round 20. And they're going to take another tactical. TIKITAKAN! Okay. A team that was formed about 2 or 3 days ago.
I don't know if you can call it formed per se. Like, of course, TIKITAKAN were competing in 9 to 5 for the past few weeks, so like they've already formed, and then they changed out 3 players to just completely destroy their core. So here in Malta vibes, I guess you could call it formed. Technically, I don't think I'd say that. I don't know. You know, or whatever you say at this stage. Either way, 10-9. And they're in the lead here against HONORIS, and probably an eco to come through. A half buy at best for this T-camp.
Ooh, hang on. What is this buy?
Oh, I don't like this.
I don't like this either. I'm going to raise my hand up and say I don't like this. If they lose
really don't like this.
I think they're done with the map. Because you look at the scoreline, it's like 10-9. TIKITAKAN would go up 11, then the eco, then 12. They got a lot of momentum. This is just a very, very risky buy. And even look at the crossfires being set. Ivan's towards lower tunnels. He can start to at least mop up a couple of kills here.
He gets Neo. That might be the biggest piece of the round taken out for the T side. Riker's going to try to recover it, and Ivan knows he's there. 5-on-3, Prism out, goes down. It's the AKs are the ones that are falling first. Stop will recover that AK. Try catch his man off. Jur's going to drop the bomb for a 2K. Taz the Tornado 1-on-4. That round was what you call disaster. Sure, allowed 3 peeks out of that corner. No one could trade him for HONORIS. TIKITAKAN dealing with the force buy and probably going to get an extra round as a bonus.
Yep, and that's why we said we don't like it. What a mop-up coming out from TIKITAKAN. Azure in particular did just amazing work to be able to keep surviving. I don't know how he wasn't traded there. And considering they got 2,400 this round in lost round bonus, they certainly would have been able to get a buy if they just got Glocks in that last round. But Well, it was their risk, it was their chance. And now 11-9. The CT should realize that there's no money up.
Oh, that nade. It feels like TIKITAKAN are gaining strength as these rounds go on. Look at Palm, 3 kills on SMG. Ivan gets one of his own right. Julie's out to try to get the final frag. Ivan gets it on Taz instead. That is a lot of money flowing to CT favor though. $3,000 worth of kill bonus for those two players. They're going to keep the SMGs in play as well so they can get even more in what will basically be a bonus round for TIKITAKAN. A bonus round on round 22.
At one point, Palm was 1-11. He's now 18-14. I think he had 3 kills at the end of the half. What a CT side this man is having. So much impact at the moment. He's really started to come alive. And TIKITAKAN, they are 4 rounds away from making it into the semi-finals of week 5, I should say, of the Malta Vibes. What an achievement this would be. It's still going to be a bit of a road ahead, but it's only a small amount of rounds to find.
HONORIS, 3 rounds also to get within touching distance, to get within the equal standing. You can imagine that's also a small number of rounds to get there as well. Orp for Shushan, AK on Jer. Still got Famasa for Kyrie, interestingly enough. So this is a real bonus round for TIKITAKAN. And if they win this, then I don't even know what HONORIS have to do to bring it back. Minute to go to set towards short, but no execution coming in as of right now.
Oh, Ivan's pushed up very aggressive, and a lot of the time the CT's got the advantage there with the shadows. Shushan, bit of an off angle with short. As soon as he takes a peek, he'll try and drop down into CT.
Back off to the short boxes. Smoke down, he takes face, gets Taz. The balls to go for that kind of play, and Ivan pops out against Prism. He knew he was there. Got the headshot. Shushan still waiting in the midst of the CT smoke. And Neo probably heard it. AWP focused. Raiko gets a trade back. Neo still not spotted. Shushan didn't see him either. 3-on-2 bomb. Where is it? Dropped on shore. SMG burst through it. That kind of a range. Neo took out Raiko and TK. And Incendiary is stalled for time. He's desperately trying to fight for his bomb control. They are low HP on the CT cap. Boost up, Molotov out. He has no idea. And Palm will secure the round. 3 AKs, double op setup also gained for free. And TIKITAKAN are just steamrolling their way through this.
And that's what they did on Mirage. They got the streak of rounds together. 1 round has gone the way of HONORIS in this second half. 1 round. This is unbelievable. This is ridiculous. TIKITAKAN. And they're up against a half bite. This should be 14.
They're going to get so close to that match point.
Oh, the damage.
Nades up, AWP coming through. Incendiary to try to block them off from short. They're going to try to go fast in towards A side, but he's seen all the information. Know that they've stormed long, know that they've stormed short. No damage done to the CT favor. Smoke up to try block it off. AWP sees one, down in the midst of the smoke. Raiko will get one pick back, but Palm turns around for that shot. Stomp comes up. 3-on-2 now gained by him, and Taz gets Kyrie. Okay, chance available for the Deagles, but they're so low on HP for this retake.
They really want to try and pick up some weapons, but they'll have to overextend if they want to. Jaw and Shushan in the 2-on-2. Player spotted out towards that ramp position. They need to be using their utility. They've got an Incendiary on the CT side.
They're not going to use it. They are now on towards site. Going to force Stomp out position towards Goose. Drop in towards CT. Knows that Taz is still there. Headshot comes out from the Deagle. Still one more chance for a 3K. And Shushan's like, do you know what? Actually, I don't want to be involved in this. I'll grab the orb. I'll save it. And finally, the roadblock has been posted up. TIKITAKAN's momentum has been stopped. And HONORIS get a 10th on the T side.
Oh my goodness, what a round from HONORIS. Taz in particular was hitting some nuts Deagle shots. And, well, TIKITAKAN, they did so much damage to the T side in terms of utility. But the Deagles just came out of nowhere. And they go, right, let's just save onto the assault. It's not worth it. We've got money to buy up in the next round. We can go for the double up setup. We've still got a fair bit of a bank to work with. We don't want to waste it.
Orb of Stomp. Flash Molotov in. Raiko with the AK coming out towards that mid face. Going on from the mid door, checking out Cubby. Look at this fast play from HONORIS. They want to try to establish all sorts of map control. No one's ready for this mid phase. M4 comes out from Jur. He drops. Shushan suddenly isolated, but Kyrie and Ivan chime in with a mid flank. Stomp is known, 26 HP, but Shushan falls to a 3-on-3. Bomb in CT control, though. They've got it in lower tunnels. Ivan's got to worry about the backline. Stomp's going to burn a little bit. Palm gets Ryko. Neo coming in. Ivan falls down. And this rush play, this very fast play from HONORIS might still work out for a bomb plant, but a 2-on-2, and again, they are so low on HP.
And they've got another incendiary to use on this retake at B. Then there should be a pretty easy bomb plant coming out from Neo. What can the players do here? TIKITAKAN 2-on-2.
Incendiary doesn't extend out to Neo's position. He's going to force forward at the edge of the B doors, out towards Car. Flashbang evaded, Orb on site. They haven't seen it. Neo gets the kill, but Palm next. Palm gets the frag. Back to a 1-on-1. AWP scene. Palm going to aggressive. Look for the shot leads, and he gets it as well. 3 frags and 14 rounds for TIKITAKAN. HONORIS' best chance of coming back may have been wasted, but they have got money for the bomb plot. They have one final buy.
Oh my goodness, what a clutch coming out. The 2-on-2, the 1-on-2 from Palm. And Stomp was so low on 12 points of health, just trying to get those AWP shots through. A massive round for TIKITAKAN. The buy up for HONORIS to try and at least establish a comeback to bring us forward to the 3rd map of Inferno. Oh, and the AWP!
I
Stomp
can't
gets taken
believe
down.
you've lost that! Stomp, are you serious? And then they're burning alive. Ivan's got a kill. 5-on-3, and Ivan doubles up. This is GG. HONORIS aren't coming back from this. TIKITAKAN 5-on-2. And Neo will respond. Palm comes back. It's over. This is over.
I can't believe what we're witnessing today. Prism, last one left to try and hold on to an AK for a minute 20. TIKITAKAN shut it down. Oh my goodness, there's no money. There is no money up for the T side. What an insane round. The fact that Shushan is just the balls to go for the confidence peak like that onto Stop, and then they rip it apart out at long.
Oh, I don't even know what to say, man. Like, HONORIS. Like, here's the thing, right? I thought finally I would see something that positively favors the HONORIS side here in these quarterfinals. And at least Dom will get the opening pick. Prism, 28, nade on his position. He's dead. Dia, 4-on-4. And HONORIS all stacked up to the longhouse. The 3-man crossfire AWP set. Jaw finds 2. Neo facing for the 3rd frag. That's over. It's over. Jaw hunting for the ace. Stomp will shut it down, but he's out positioned. The bomb's in the open. 16-10. TIKITAKAN 2-0ing HONORIS here on Dust 2. And I am just so disappointed, Dweg. I thought for once we were going to see a confident stance from this Polish side. We were finally going to see this project reach the heights that it should do. But no, shut down in the